In 1952, during rehearsals, Gene Kelly pushed a 19-year-old dancer so hard that she collapsed, exhausted, and in tears under a piano. But this was just the beginning. Now, his former co-stars are revealing the shocking truth. French kisses off script, cruel mind games, and behaviors that led Hollywood's biggest stars to refuse to work with him again. This is the untold story of Gene Kelly. Born on August 23, 1912 in Pittsburgh, Kelly was the third of 5 children in an Irish-American family. His father, James, sold phonographs, while his mother, Harriet, had a passion for music and theater. She believed the arts were as vital as schoolwork, ensuring her children learned to sing and dance. Gene, however, wasn't interested. He preferred baseball and gymnastics and found dance embarrassing, especially with the neighborhood teasing him. But by 15, everything changed. Dance suddenly offered 2 things: a way to impress girls and a way to outshine the boys who used to mock him. Kelly started blending sharp, fast movements with smooth footwork, developing the unique style that would define his career. Though he initially planned to pursue economics at the University of Pittsburgh, Gene's passion for theater led him to the Cap and Gown Club, where he became not only a performer, but also the club's director. His family even opened a dance studio, and Gene helped run it, teaching and performing while building his experience. By 1937, Gene was ready for the big leagues. He left Pittsburgh for New York, landing his Broadway debut in Leave It to Me in 1938. Though a small part, it was a crucial step toward bigger things. More Broadway shows followed, including One for the Money, 1939, and The Time of Your Life, where he choreographed his own dances, a rare opportunity at the time. His big breakthrough came with Pal Joey in 1940, where he portrayed the morally flawed nightclub performer Joey Evans. The show's success catapulted Kelly into the limelight, but it was his portrayal of Joey that showcased his raw, energetic style. Unlike Fred Astaire, Kelly's movements were grounded, creating a distinct performance that resonated with audiences. MGM took notice, but Kelly wasn't eager to leave Broadway. Little did he know, Hollywood's biggest roles and the darker side of fame were just around the corner. In 1941, David O. Selznick offered Gene Kelly a contract without the need for a screen test, a rare move that demonstrated Hollywood's confidence in him. Before heading to Hollywood, Kelly choreographed the Broadway musical Best Foot Forward, showcasing his skills as both a dancer and choreographer. By the time he arrived in Tinseltown, he wasn't just an actor, he was a storyteller who used movement to connect with audiences. Kelly's approach was revolutionary. He believed dance should feel natural, like a part of everyday life. His Dance for the Common Man philosophy combined ballet, tap, and modern dance, making his performances seem effortless. This approach would redefine musicals in Hollywood. Kelly's film career kicked off in For Me and My Gal, 1942, where he was paired with Judy Garland. Despite being a newcomer to film acting, Garland helped guide him through the transition. The movie was a hit, but Kelly's early film career had its struggles, with roles in smaller films like Pilot No. 5, 1943, and Christmas Holiday, 1944, that didn't make a lasting impact. His breakthrough came in CoverGirl, 1944, where he choreographed the iconic sequence dancing with his own reflection. The film was a hit and showcased Kelly's ability to blend creativity with storytelling through dance. By 1945, he was ready for bigger projects. Anchors Away, featuring a groundbreaking dance sequence with Jerry the Mouse, was a huge achievement, blending live action and animation in a way never seen before. The success of Anchors Away solidified his status as a top star, and his partnership with Frank Sinatra blossomed in films like Take Me Out to the Ball Game and On the Town, 1949. By then, Kelly was pushing the limits of what could be done in film. In The Pirate, 1948, Kelly took on a bold role as a pirate pretending to win the heart of Judy Garland. While the film didn't perform as expected, it gained a loyal following over time for its extravagant choreography and Kelly's dynamic energy. The following year, On the Town brought a fresh approach to musicals, with Kelly and director Stanley Donen filming on location in New York City. In 1952, Kelly made history with Singin' in the Rain, a film that would become legendary. Playing Don Lockwood, a silent film star adjusting to the era of talkies, Kelly created some of cinema's most iconic moments, including the famous rain dance. Though it wasn't an immediate classic, Singin' in the Rain's reputation grew over time, cementing Gene Kelly's legacy as one of Hollywood's most influential stars. Gene Kelly's career as a director and choreographer continued to evolve as he pushed the boundaries of what could be done in film. In 1955, Kelly and Stanley Donen took a different approach with It's Always Fair Weather. Unlike most traditional feel-good musicals, this film explored the disillusionment of three war buddies who reunite after 10 years only to find that their lives have diverged. The film was notable for its serious tone and its dance sequences, including a memorable roller skating number from Kelly. However, its commercial success was lackluster, despite critical praise for its depth and exploration of complex emotions. Kelly's 1951 collaboration with Vincente Minnelli on An American in Paris proved to be one of his most significant successes. The film, which featured a stunning 17-minute ballet, was visually spectacular and earned 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. The ballet sequence, in particular, became a masterpiece, showcasing Kelly's meticulous attention to detail and his creative genius. Though Kelly had established himself as a superstar performer, his shift to directing began in earnest in the 1960s. In 1967, he directed A Guide for the Married Man, a comedy that starred Walter Matthau and Robert Morse. The film, which tackled themes of infidelity and temptation, was a financial success and marked Kelly's return to the spotlight as a director. 2 years later, he directed the Broadway adaptation Hello, Dolly, a massive musical spectacle starring Barbra Streisand. Despite mixed initial reviews, the film went on to earn 3 Academy Awards, and Streisand won an Oscar for her performance. Kelly's precision and perfectionism were legendary, but they often made him a difficult person to work with. His intense focus on every detail of his performances sometimes resulted in exhausting conditions for his co-stars. Debbie Reynolds, for example, found Kelly's demands during the filming of Singin' in the Rain grueling, with long rehearsals that left her physically drained. She later recalled the experience as being tougher than giving birth. Kelly's drive for excellence also caused friction with other collaborators, such as Esther Williams, who felt sidelined in her scenes with him in Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Tensions on set were a common theme throughout Kelly's career. His uncompromising nature extended beyond film, even influencing his personal interactions and casual activities. He was competitive to the point of obsession, as seen in his intense approach to sports like volleyball, where he once broke his ankle due to his need to win. On the set of Hello, Dolly. In 1969, Kelly's domineering style led to significant conflicts with Barbra Streisand. Streisand, new to film but strong-willed, found herself at odds with Kelly, especially after he harshly reprimanded a female dancer. Their relationship was further strained by Walter Matthau's open disdain for Streisand. Despite the behind-the-scenes turmoil, Hello, Dolly became a hit, and Streisand earned an Academy Award for her performance, though the experience left her shaken. Kelly's approach to filmmaking was sometimes isolating, and his desire for control often made it difficult for him to collaborate with others. His partnership with Stanley Donen, which produced classics like Singin' in the Rain, eventually fell apart as Donen grew more confident and Kelly struggled to share creative control. The end of their collaboration marked a turning point, but Kelly's impact on Hollywood musicals was indelible. Despite the challenges he faced with colleagues and collaborators, Kelly's legacy as a performer, choreographer, and director has remained solidified. His innovation in blending dance and storytelling revolutionized the musical genre, and his work continues to be admired for its artistry, ambition, and dedication to perfection. Gene Kelly's legacy is defined not only by his iconic contributions to Hollywood musicals, but also by his personal struggles. Despite his immense talent, Kelly often battled insecurity, particularly about his acting. His perfectionism in dance and choreography stemmed partly from his fear of not measuring up. His first marriage to Betsy Blair ended in 1957, influenced by political pressures during the McCarthy era, which hurt Blair's career. In 1960, Kelly remarried Jean Coyne, with whom he had 2 children. Her death from leukemia in 1973 left Kelly devastated. Kelly's third marriage, to Patricia Ward Kelly in 1990, occurred during his declining health after 2 strokes. He passed away in 1996, remembered for his groundbreaking work and devotion to his family, which became his greatest priority in his final years.